What's up, guys? Carolina Jackpot coming at you on Saturday afternoon. Well, our buddy Phil Steele has come out with his 2025 college football preview magazine. Now, it's not available in stores yet, and I actually haven't even gotten my hard copy yet, but I did get the digital copy emailed to me Thursday evening and really dove into it yesterday. I wanted to share with you some of what Steele has to say, especially what he thinks about the South Carolina Gamecocks. So immediately, I go to his preseason top 25. Of course, he breaks everything down by conference. And if you've been watching this channel, if you've been rocking it with me for a long time, you know that I really respect his work. It's really the only college football magazine that I put a whole lot of stock in. The other stuff, it comes out early. Some of it seems to be poorly written. Some of it has errors in it that even I can spot. So, I mean, if they went through a tough proofreading process, I'm sure there's a lot more. But I just really like the work that he does. So I go immediately to his preseason top 25. And I'm looking for my Gamecocks, because we're ranked in the top 15 in these other magazines. I'm paging over. Yeah. Top 15. Ain't there. Oh, okay. Well, here's 15 through 25. Ain't there. Keep on going. Keep on going. What the fuck? He's got us at number 45. 45? Really? All right. I respect your work, though. I do respect your work. He's got the Gamecocks all the way at number 45. In terms of the SEC, he has South Carolina in a tie for 10th place. Now, before you go off the deep end here, he's got 3 teams in a tie for 7th place. So, the way that broke down was he had Georgia at number 1. He has Texas at number 2, LSU number 3, Oklahoma number 4. Then there's a tie for 7th here, so it would really be 5th, 6th, and 7th, but he couldn't figure it out. So they're all in a tie for 7th. That would be Ole Miss, Florida, of course, who everybody's in love with, right, for some ungodly reason, and Tennessee, which that doesn't make any sense either. And then we've got tied for 10th, South Carolina and Auburn. Now, if you go to that overall ranking, this is top 25 and then on down, he's actually got Tennessee rated 44 and Carolina rated 45. Here's some other juggernauts that he has in front of South Carolina. Number 17, these are ones that stood out to me that just... Number 16, he has Illinois, the team that South Carolina lost to by 4 points in that bowl game where we played like absolute trash, but 29 spots ahead of us, guy, really? Florida, number 17. And once again, everybody's in love with them, right? DJ Lagway going to win 4 Heisman next year. Number 30, Georgia Tech. Everybody's darling upset pick to throw a monkey wrench in everybody's football plans this year is Georgia Tech. We're in love with them all of a sudden. Dude, they lost some receivers, running back to the transfer portal. They ain't recruiting at a high level there either. Well, fuck. Number 31, Florida State. He has Florida State picked as his number 1 surprise team, or his number 1 most improved team. And there are just certain teams that I feel like, I don't know if you guys feel this way. There's certain guys that are certain teams that I just feel like the media, not only him, but other members of the media just want to be good for some reason. They just want them to be good, so it seems like they almost try to talk it into existence. But number 35, he has North Carolina. 10 spots better than South Carolina? Get the fuck out of here, man. Number 38, UTSA, Liberty at number 35. Here's your football powerhouse, San Jose at number 40. And in his top 5 was Penn State, number 2, Clemson, look, and this is not Clemson hatred. I swear it's not. I swear to you. This is not Clemson hatred coming out here. They are overrated at number 2, in his opinion, everybody else's. This is the same team. How many yards did you give up to Texas? Jadon Blue's still running for touchdowns at Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium. He's running for one right now, and here we sit on June the 14th. Get out here. And you got the same schedule as you did last year, basically. And the 2 teams you lost to at home, South Carolina, Louisville, you play both those teams on the road this year. Oh, but we got Tom Allen, jackpot. We got Tom Allen. He's a defensive wizard. He's going to turn everything around. You're right. Notre Dame at number 3, Texas at number 4, and Ohio State at number 5. I think Oklahoma and Michigan are 9 and 10, if I remember right. But let me tell you this also. Here's the scary thing about him. Let's talk about the Gamecocks real quick and why he picks us in this spot. All he can really seem to say negative is that they lost most of their defensive line. Their interior defensive line. Yeah, I get it. They've got some unproven guys up there. We don't know what we're going to have. But, guys, a few interior defensive linemen is not an entire season make. And, yeah, I know South Carolina plays a tough schedule. They played a tough schedule last year. Last year, we didn't know what we were really going to get with some transfers that we brought in Kyle Kennard and Demetrius Bam Knight. Now, those guys, though, when they transferred in, they actually had verifiable stats at FCS or FBS schools. Kennard at Georgia Tech and Demetrius Knight from Charlotte and also from Georgia Tech. This year, we've got some guys that are going to play on the defense and probably play a lot of snaps who are transfers that don't have a lot of verifiable stats because they just haven't played a lot. One that comes to mind is this Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy from Texas A&M. Got a high ceiling, very highly recruited player, didn't play a lot. So we don't really know a whole lot about him right now. I refuse to think, and also some of this, and he doesn't come out and say it here, could have to do with the Rashul Faison thing, with the, we don't know if we're going to be eligible or not. I've noticed that Carolina's odds for going over their preseason win total of 7.5. At one point, it was at like minus 110. Now it's at like plus 110, which means that you've got more people putting in more money on South Carolina coming in under that. And I don't know when that shifted. I checked it on FanDuel. I check it every so often. So I don't know exactly when that shift happened. It may have actually happened when this magazine came out in digital form and all these people got their hands on it, because there is a lot of people who put stock into his work. He's been doing this for 30 years, and he's right a lot, guys. Last year, he had South Carolina all of his power rankings had South Carolina going back to a bowl after that terrible season in 2023. And 3 of his 9 sets of power rankings had us winning 9 games in the regular season. And I showed this to people. I was championing it. Hey, look, y'all. Look. Look at it right here. Look at it here. Yeah. Nobody believed it. Everybody thought it was silly. I got to say, I even thought it was a little bit silly myself. Turns out, what happened? Exactly that. So this year, I mean, I can't get that upset because this guy's right more often than not. He's telling you what he thinks is going to happen. I just hope he's wrong. I hope this is one of the times where he's not right. I hope he's not right about Clemson. I certainly hope he's not right about my Gamecocks. Because I tell you, I'm tired, man. I'm just tired. I'm tired of when they have high expectations and they can't meet them. That's why I tell you, I don't like to have high expectations. And don't get it twisted. I'm not talking out of both sides of my mouth here. I'm pissed about this ranking. 45, that's disrespectful. It's a slap in the damn face from old Phil. It's a slap in the face, Phil. And you know it is. So, but I'm going to be upset about that. But at the same time, heed his warning and put a little bit of stock into the fact that we're probably not going to win as many games as we did last year. We got people out here saying we're going to win 10 games, yada, yada. I never believed that. I think South Carolina is much more likely, given the new faces on defense, given the unknowns on defense, and these guys could turn out to be really good. That the upside could hit for Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy and the like on the defense. The upside could hit for Xavier Hardy. But we don't know. We don't know that that's going to happen. So heeding his warning is a tough pill to swallow, but it's one that we must. Official prediction will be coming soon on the Gamecocks. I still got to figure out what's going on with this Rashul Faison thing. If you put gun to my head right now, I'm telling you, I'm not going to say that I think he doesn't play at all in 2025, but I don't think he starts the season as part of the roster who's going to be eligible to play in games because this thing is taking too long. They're drawing it out too long. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Rashul Faison is trying to get another year of eligibility because he's played football since 2019 at the collegiate level, but he has not played every year. In fact, one year he attended a college where he didn't play at all. He wasn't even a member of the football team. He's trying to get in under the Diego Pavia rule, and he's running into some red tape. And Shane Beamer's running into some red tape. He's sending all the stuff that this guy needs to become eligible to play in January, and still doesn't have anything back yet. And I've already told you my opinion on that. When I saw this, I'm like, man, I would stay away. I would have stayed away then. I don't know why they got themselves involved with this guy. It's like, all right, well, it's back in my day. Back about 20 years ago when Carolina Jackpot was, when I was a single man and I was, on the prowl, I'd come across online profiles and stuff and say, boy, she looks good, but damn, then you find out about her. Oh, okay. All right, you got 2 kids? Okay. All right, well, that's cool. Dad pay child support? No, one of them's dad lives out of state. One of them's dad. What? Yeah, no. There's too much baggage there. We can hook up at everything, but other than that, it's not going to be going very far. The same thing with this, man. Same type deal. Why get involved with something like that where there's he might look good. He might look like that one with that nice bubble butt and that pair of shorts. But at the end of the day, you could probably find a running back somewhere else that didn't have 2 kids by 2 different daddies, if you get what I'm saying here. Crazy analogy there, crazy way to draw it up. But I mean, why? I don't know. It seems unfair, and it is. And I feel like J.C. Sherbert over there at 24/7 Sports, who does that Gamecock coffee show in the morning, he does a lot of stuff, talks a lot of recruiting. He talked about this situation, and it makes a lot of sense. He said what he thinks is that the NCAA is going to just keep trying to draw it out until it gets so late that he doesn't have time to get a court, because they're probably going to tell him no. And he's going to lawyer up when they tell him no, so he won't have time to get a court case before the season starts if they let this damn thing draw out long enough, is what JC feels like. I thought that maybe, hey, it's just something that has to do with, they've been dealing with this house settlement deal. They've been dealing with the Michigan deal. Maybe everybody's been tied up and their resources just haven't been able to focus on what they've got, but maybe not, according to JC. I don't know, and I'm sure there's a ton of people that work at the NCAA, so I'm sure that there's someone who could have done something by now. Disappointing. very disappointing, and it sucks. But they went out and got a transfer portal player, Isaiah Augustive, who was the running back last year at Colorado. Rushed for about 300 and something yards, and he was their leading rusher, guys. He was the leading rusher with 300 and something yards. Man, it tells you all you need to know about Colorado's run game. They didn't have one because they don't have an offensive line that can block anybody. This guy could be really good. Who knows? He was a 4-star coming out of Naples, Florida in the 2023 class. He was at Arkansas for 1 year. So, now all may not be lost here. And once again, I think Oscar Attaway is a good player. I think Jawan Howell is a good young player. South Carolina will be okay at the running back position. How physical these guys are going to be? Are they going to be able to block? Are they going to be able to run? Or are they going to be able to pass block and pass pro? Those are questions that need to be answered. You know, those are things that we need to know as well. And we'll surely find these things out. One thing that's a silver lining on this dark cloud is that he did have Virginia Tech ranked around number 60 in the country. So I'm planning on going live. I'm probably going to do that tonight and grab the digital magazine out, and we're going to kind of go through it whilst I drink some beer and complain about what I'm going to complain about and praise what I'm going to praise. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys later on. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for watching my videos. Hit it with a thumbs up if you don't mind. It really helps me out a little bit. Let's try to get some more traffic to these videos, guys. Views have been lagging a little bit of late, and it's frustrating. It's off season, so yeah, I kind of get it. But anyway, I'll see you all later on. Thanks. I appreciate you. Peace, and I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks. Woo!